Hey, welcome back to the Anything Goes project. Today we're going to be discussing multi-tools. Yes, that's right. But we're going to be approaching this from a different perspective. It's, have we found a possible diamond in the rough? Hit that subscribe button and hit the like, and let's jump right into this. Man shit.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, like I said, we're going to be discussing multi-tools and the variety of them out there. So before we get going, let's do a little lineup here. Let's start with one of my oldest multi-tools. My old Gerber. This is probably one of the oldest multi-tools I have. I bought this probably 20 years ago. You can see this is the old blunt nose Gerber. It's so loose now from all the years of work. The knife itself is all chipped up. You can see that. Yeah, this one is an old tool. I'm a big fan of Gerbers though because they hold up. Even though this one is 20 years old, it has held up all these years. So we got that one. We got the Gerber suspension, which is one of the newer models. This isn't the newest suspension. They've updated it since this version, but this one's still a damn good tool. And then we've got the Gerber armbar. I classify this as a multi-tool because not only does it have a knife, it does have a screwdriver, and it's also got the bottle opener on the end. So that is technically a multi-tool. And then we've got the classic little Gerber dime. That's your pliers there. It's got your scissors, got your knife, got your little file, screwdrivers, Phillips heads, and this one even has a toothpick in it, I believe. Yeah, no, tweezers. Tweezers. Yeah, the Gerber dime has tweezers. Right there. Little Gerber dime tweezers. So these are some of the Gerber tools that I have that I classify as multi-tools. Now we can jump over into Leatherman. Okay, this is my old Leatherman, my Leatherman Super 200, and it's a little old. I've probably had this one about 10 years. And then my personal carry, which is on me now, is my Leatherman Super Tool 300. Both of these are damn good tools. I do not own like the Skeletal or the Wave because I've pretty much got everything I need in just these two tools. And then we've got the SOG. This is the SOG Power Pint. You know, dollar for dollar, this is probably a badass little tool. The actuation is insanely smooth. The knives are stupid sharp when you first get them. They work great. And I really dig that design that SOG does, where you have the 1/4 inch driver built into the end. I mean, that is just really cool design. I like the pocket clip on it and so on. But we're not going to be discussing these multi-tools. Oh, and I forgot another tool that I do classify as a multi-tool. Your classic Victorinox. This is the Victorinox Huntsman. Been around for quite a few years in my collection. Blade is still in great shape. Shaves. I just did it a little while ago just to test it. 14 tools in this. Toothpick, tweezers. Your scissors are insanely great on these. Victorinox makes probably the best scissor in all of the multi-tools that I've seen. And I absolutely love this. This is a classic. This is a classic staple to your multi-tool arsenal or your EDC carry that you're going to be having for the day. However, with that being said, these would be classified as quality name brand multi-tools. that most people have come to know and come to appreciate the quality of the work and craftsmanship into them. Now, there's a new player on the field, and they've been around for quite a while. Their tools aren't necessarily known for quality. They're a get you by in a bind. That's pretty much all they've ever been until recently. We are looking at the Ozark Trail Multiforce. All right, guys, straight out of the box, this thing is a beast. It has a good weight to it. It weighs almost identical to my Leatherman Super Tool 300. And out of the box, it's like you can tell the difference in the build quality from, let's say, the Ozark Trail multi-tools you would find in the camping section versus this one. I've seen several reviews on this, and like I said, I do not own a Leatherman Wave, but I'm going to put a picture up right here. The reason for it is because when you look at this tool, boy, there are some similarities. This thing looks almost identical to the Leatherman Wave, down to the blade. The blade, everything about the blade is almost identical. The difference is the tool steel, or the knife steel that they're using. I believe this is stainless and some like D2 steel, and the Leatherman uses some of the higher quality steels. However, for a tool, and an affordable tool to fall within your budget EDC, holy crap. I think Leatherman, or not Leatherman, but Ozark Trail is about to be a player in the game. Okay, let's jump right into it. And since I don't have a Leatherman Wave to compare it to, the picture's the only thing that I had, I'm going to actually compare it to the Leatherman 300 and the Leatherman 200. Now, upon opening these and actually looking at the pliers right off the bat, this is the Multiforce. The Multiforce plier heads are very reminiscent of the Leatherman 200s. I believe the Waves, and I could be wrong, I'll have to look at the picture again, have the inserted tips that you can replace, which is great. Now, as far as like being identical to the Wave, it is not, because the tools open just slightly different. If you actually own a Leatherman Wave, you know that all of your knives and everything are actually open and mounted from this pivot point here, up here at the top. Well, Multiforce, Ozark Trail, or whatever you want to call it, has done something a little different. They've put theirs on the bottom, which to me is actually probably a little bit better of a design, because when you force close it like that, if your tools do open a little bit, they're opening up here rather than having a point of a knife on you down here. So, as far as the tools that are in this, like, yeah, it's the same tools. You got your pocket knife, you've got your file here, which has got the diamond side, which has also got the bastard file on the side, and then you got your little mill file here on the top. So they're identical in that sense. Also on this side, you have your saw, and then you have, wait, that's the straight blade on this one, and serrated blade on the side with the file. So they were very sharp coming out of the box. Both blades were. Had no problems cutting through paper. The wire cutters on them, I did hit a couple of 12 gauge wires, and it worked beautifully. It cut good. Had no issues with it, cutting identical to my Super Tool 300. And I like the fact that it's got a pocket clip. However, the pocket clip isn't as, like, let's say this SOG, and I can't compare it to the Wave since I don't have a Wave, but that is a little bit flimsier than, let's say, the SOG. That is a hard little pocket clip on there. However, as far as what I see right now, I pretty good. Then you've got your screwdriver. Okay, the difference that, in my opinion, that I like this over, let's say, any of the Leathermans that have the screwdriver and driver attachments on it is Leatherman has their own proprietary bit. It's a flat bit. Well, this is your standard 1/4 inch bit. I carry around a little DeWalt bit vault with me that has the DeWalt bits. They'll fit perfectly in this. And if I'm looking at the inside of this, no, this part doesn't have a magnet in it, but it does have the little tool with the little D-dent ball in it that holds it in place. I've seen a couple of people review this and the driver already, and they were like, oh, well, this part doesn't have a magnet. I actually got down in there and looked. There is a magnet inside of it. And I tested it on a few bits, and you drop a bit in it. Let's say, like, okay, this one doesn't have the little D-dent ball on it, so it's not going to catch, but if you'll look, it pops right in there. And that was with me just barely touching it. And it's in. It's not coming out. It's not a very strong magnet like what you would find on like your DeWalt drivers, but that is definitely a magnet, where some of the people were saying it didn't have one in it. If you get down in there with a flashlight, you can see that it does have it. So anyways, what you've got here is you've got your screwdriver that you can put that in, snap it in place, close it up, and this thing is still super tight. So I haven't had a chance to work it yet, but that is almost in line like a center drive. It's a little bit offset, but it will still get the job done. Okay, you can get in there and get your job done. That's actually a fairly decent design. Let's put this back in so I won't lose it. Now, this part of the tooling it does have a lock on it, so you're not going to drop that out. So there we go. Now we can flip over to this side here, and like I said, it's got identical tools to the Leatherman. Look at this. You even have a pair of scissors. Little pair of scissors here. I did cut some stuff with it. They work quite well. You've also got your flathead screwdriver. You've got your bottle opener or your can opener right here. But if you'll also notice, there's a little cord cutter there, or you can use that to strip wiring with. So that is a bonus. Works great. And then over here on your pliers, you've got back here in the back your little wire crimpers. And these actually look pretty good. Now, I will say this. I don't know about the Leatherman Wave, how it does. This one here, the Leatherman 200 series, I've never really had an issue with. If you were to bite on something and it slips, close up, pinching the shit out of you. This one I've never had that issue either. It's got big enough gap there. However, this one will bite the crap out of you. So you can kind of see how it's already pinching the skin there. So, and I believe this one too will do that. No, this one right here has got the big gap in it. They don't bite you. So that's a bonus and that's a plus when it comes to this. So if you were biting on something and it slips off the bolt, you're not going to pinch the shit out of your hand, which we've all done it. Had the little blood blister here, and it hurts. It's not fun. Now, the needle nose. I love a good set of needle nose pliers. I use them all the time, from anything from digging into stuff. I would do some leather work at the same time, and or paracord work. And these things just come in handy for that type of stuff, but also in the industrial sense, because I do work in the machining and engineering field as well. So these work excellent on a daily basis. So we're going to be giving this guy maybe a week, 2 weeks worth of carry and see how it holds up in an industrial setting. As far as the materials, they use good steel to do this with. Yeah, stainless. Some stainless aren't good, but this is all like stainless, and you got your D2 steel all up in here. So your D2 isn't top of the line, but it's still a good steal. I've seen some high-end knives that are up there $250, $300 that are using D2 steel. That's perfectly fine. As long as you know how to sharpen your blade, keep a good edge on it, and take care of your tools, it's going to last you a long time. So, yeah, I'm a little bit impressed with this. I looked at some of the other Ozark Trail multi-tools that they have that are like $5, $10, $15, and you can tell the difference in just picking up the package of the quality you're going to get. This one is good heavyweight, like the Super Tool. It's got really nice implements in it. What I do like about it is I still got to get this thing to close up. It's really tight. I might probably have to make some adjustments here, but it can be single hand open and single hand closed. So, I mean, yeah, if you're in a bind and you're doing something, you need to get your knife out real quick, and you don't have to open up the tool to do it. Also, the clip is giving you your point up carry. So, I think that's where we're at for right now on this. I'll have to give an update on this. I've already seen several people putting out their reviews on the Multiforce, and it's pretty much the exact same thing I've done here today, is just go over the different tools and show them to you and show you what they look like. But this tool is so new that none of us have really had a good chance to get out there and beat the shit out of this thing and see how it's going to hold up. So that's what I plan to start doing. So with that, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and drop this video off. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you've got any other tools or multi-tools or knives that you'd like me to take a look at, drop a comment below. But also at the same time, hit the subscribe. Help us grow our channel. Don't forget, I have a little giveaway that I'm going to do once the channel reaches 250 followers. And that's happening, probably going to be happening pretty quick, because I have been getting some new followers here and there. But we're giving away a set of the paracord bracelets that I make for you to just have extra emergency string on you. Paracord's always fun to have, and you're going to get some of the bright orange and then the red and black colors. So with that, guys, Anything Goes Project, www.anythinggoesproject.com. You can go over and check that out. I upload a lot of these videos to it. I also have a blog that's running there. So out of here, you guys have an awesome weekend.